Alright guys, welcome back to Absurd Automotive. Today we're going to be building a hot tub in the bed of my fummins with this little Toyota Camry. Alright, so you already kind of see where this is going. I've got some tubes here to hook up to the radiator, and I've got a big tarp to go in the bed of the truck. So obviously, bed of the truck will be big tarp inside of it. I'm probably going to put the tarp a little bit like at the end of this tire here, that way I can just sit in there and it actually has enough to warm this section up because it's got a little 4-cylinder. I don't think it's gonna heat up the entire 8-foot bed. All right, this is already going great. So we got the intake right here, so this will again just go up, over, tape it in there, be fine. And we got the, look at that, return. So now all we're gonna do is put the plastic in there, clean out the motor so it's not all gross. I don't, sit in a bunch of coolant. Right here by 9 feet.
Ow! That shit hurt. Splish splash, I was taking a bath. That's like spraying a bath.
It's working. It's starting to. So hose is just hooked up to one line right now. We're just kind of letting it spill over in. It's still cold there, but we're letting it run through and clean it out. That way we're not going in a bunch, and we're making sure it's warm. You can see the steam. Making sure it's not like dirty, so that way we're not sitting in a bunch of dirty coolant and other crap. Watch, when I rev it up, you can see the water come out more. But yeah, she's working. What do you think? We're gonna have a hot tub? She's unamused. That looks really inconspicuous, right? You can't even tell. Alright, so we got this temperature gun. We got a good flow. I'm gonna try and aim it right at it. So you guys see him right there in the water. There we go. 167 degrees, 165. Somewhere in there. The flow is super slow. So I think this will keep the whole thing warm without burning us because there's so much of it. There's a lot of water in here, and the water in here, if you guys can read it, is 40 degrees. It ain't it ain't much above freezing. Yeah, it's pretty close to freezing here in the water. So I think the 160 is probably going to take a long time, but I think this will warm up everything enough to keep this warm enough where I can sit in it. I think I can sit comfortably around 60, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, we're gonna close the hood, try and make sure everything stays warm. What's it coming out as? Can't see it. 86, 90, 80, wow. That's right at the piece there. So I'm hoping with more time, it'll warm the whole thing up. And it's steaming pretty good. Maybe we put something over top of it. I'll put the other tarp over top of it. It'll warm up faster, and then I'll get in after we come back from the party. Genius at work here. All right, here we go. Tarp over top of it to keep it nice and warm, and then hopefully we'll have a bit of a hot tub when we get back. Hopefully there's nothing will explode either. We've messed up, Captain. There's a hole in the boat. I got the heat up, but because it was shaking around for some reason, and now it's no water flow at all, it's just putting the steam out. I'm probably gonna have to shut the car off, try and get the flow to start again, but it's hot enough. It's pretty warm. I'm gonna go get the temp gauge and see what it's at, and then probably hop in for a second. All right, so I think we're just about done for tonight because the car is kind of, it's not pushing the water because it's going up at an angle, so it stopped. I can't get the flow going again because the tube's too hot and I can't blow on it and such. So I think it said it was 55 or something like that. So we're gonna go check the temperature, and I'm gonna go sit in it and chill in it for a little bit, actually use it for what it was intended for. All right, so I got some lights my thermometer. We're gonna go and chill in the hot tub for a little bit. That's not even really hot. It's like 60 degrees. So water is 60 degrees. Here we go. All right. That is still brisk. Ah, burning me. All right, well, that's still hot. I'm gonna stand this side since it's hot. Whew. But yeah, we built a hot tub in the bed of our pickup truck in the early parts of an Alaskan winter. So it's only like 15 degrees outside right now. It's not too bad. But yeah, our water's about 60 degrees. It's not great, but it's tolerable. It's warmer than outside, so it feels really warm because it's like 15 degrees out here. But yeah, this is, we're losing significantly more water now. This plan has gone downhill very fast. I mean, what better way to spend your Saturday night than sitting in your home-built hot tub? Rev the crap out of the motor and get it to heat it up faster. But the thing is like, I got neighbors. They're already annoyed with me as is because I do this kind of stuff. So I don't want to make them angry at me, you know? Alright, well, my arm hairs are starting to freeze, so I think it's time to call it quits. Oh, it's so warm in the water. Alright, well, the holes are getting so bad where it's starting to freeze over everything on the truck. My little backboards here that I set up, those broke. So, yeah, the water's still relatively clear. It definitely dropped a lot in temp just because the car really can't keep up without that other tarp on top. So it's definitely not the most ideal thing, but I feel like if this motor was bigger, it definitely could have lasted a lot longer, and it could have kept up if it was like a big V8 or something. But it's such a small little 4-cylinder, and it's a little Toyota Camry, so I don't really expect too much from this car. But theoretically, this could work out really good if you had like a warmer spot to do it. But I think just because it's 15 degrees and it's Alaska, that it did not work out too hot. So yeah, maybe we'll try again tomorrow and see if we can get some daylight video of this. But yeah, here's my failed attempt at a hot tub.